Hey everyone, you've built the customer journey map. It's colorful, it's detailed, and it's useless. Let's talk about why. There are over 40 million search results for customer journey mapping and a staggering 644 million for the term customer journey alone. No wonder CRM platforms, survey tools, and agencies are throwing huge marketing budgets behind those keywords. Because let's face it, understanding the customer journey is one of the most urgent challenges in marketing today. But here's the thing. Even with CRM systems, heat maps, and analytics at our fingertips, most customer journey maps fail. They look fantastic in presentations, but they collapse in real world. Why? Because they're often built on assumptions, not actual behavior. They treat all customers like they follow the same path. They ignore subconscious motivation. So if you want customer journey maps that actually drive results, it's time to stop guessing and start mapping with buyer personas and real emotions at the core. Let's break down the problem and how to fix it. So, what is a customer journey map? What is a customer journey anyway? First, a quick definition. The concept of the customer journey was introduced in the 1898 by a consultancy they known as Oxford Corporate Consultants. The goal hasn't changed: to help organizations understand and visualize a customer's experience from the very first moment they hear about your brand, all the way through purchase and even beyond. Think of it as a storyboard of every touch point, every emotion, every goal, and every pain point your customer encounters along the way. Sounds simple enough, but mapping isn't anything but simple. Let's talk about the biggest reasons journey maps fall apart. In theory, you should be able to track every step from the first click to your website, to the webinar, to the final sales call. But in reality, it's just not that clean. One user might visit your site on mobile, then come back on your desktop and finally convert using a different email after talking to sales. From the analytics point of view, those are three different people. That makes your data fragmented and your map flawed. It's like trying to solve a math problem where too many variables are missing. You end up filling the gaps with assumptions, and that introduces bias. Let's say someone bails on your sign-up form. Was it too long? Was pricing unclear? Or did they just get distracted? Without context, you can't know. So your optimization efforts might fix the wrong thing entirely. The point is, not every journey can or should be tracked down to the individual. Instead, we should be building representative journeys based on buyer personas, real research, and observable patterns. That brings us to our next issue: assumptions. When teams don't have data, they just make it up. They assume behavior. Let's say a SaaS company thinks people are abandoning signups because the form is too long. But when they finally talk to users, they find the real issue was confusion about pricing. Assumptions lead to misaligned strategies and wasted resources. Here's the most overlooked factor in customer journey mapping: the subconscious mind. Research shows that up to 95% of purchasing decisions happen subconsciously. That means most decisions aren't made through logic and analysis. They're influenced by emotion, bias, and personal experience. Let's say a customer chooses your competitor, not because they are better, but because their branding made them feel confident, or safe, or cool. The emotional pull you won't find in your CRM dashboard. Plus, personality traits play a huge role too. One person might be a risk taker, another might need total certainty. If your journey map doesn't account for these internal drivers, it's oversimplified and unrealistic. And that leads to the next pitfall: lack of emotional context. People don't want features, they want solutions to fears, reassurance, confidence. Take an HR manager choosing software. They're not thinking about features. They're thinking about not getting blamed if the choice turns out to be a mistake. If your journey map skips that emotional layer, you miss the real decision drivers. Another issue that most maps are built in a straight line: awareness, consideration, purchase, service, and whatever small ones you find in between. But real customer behavior isn't linear, it's messy. In B2B, someone might discover your product today, pause for 3 months because of budget, then they come back later after internal approval. If your journey map doesn't reflect that stop-start reality, it's not helping helping you to strategize effectively. Now let's talk about data. Journey maps depend on data from service, analytics, CRM tools, user interviews, and feedback. But not all data is created equal. Some is outdated, some is inconsistent, some just doesn't connect the dots. Without reliable, ununified data, you're flying blind. Even if you build a great map, what's happened next? Too often, those projects don't get buy-in from sales, product, customer support, or leadership. Without alignment, the map becomes itself a siloed experience. It never impacts real decisions. For journey mapping to work, it has to be embraced across departments, not just in marketing. And finally, what do we actually do with your journey map? Even well-researched maps fail when teams don't tie insights to clean, measurable actions. Without defined goals, the next steps, the journey map it just sits there. It becomes an academic exercise. A journey map should guide decisions. It should show you where to focus, what to fix, and how to move the needle. So is customer journey mapping broken? Not entirely. But to make it work, we need to drop the assumptions, embrace the messy reality of real people, and start mapping journeys that are emotional, dynamic, and driven by real data. That's just how you stop creating beautiful, useless maps and start creating strategies that convert. So thank you for watching. In our next video, we will show you how AI-powered personas can decode fragmented journeys, emotional triggers, and subconscious motives, giving you real insight and real impact. If you found this useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know anything you have to say in the comments. And so share what's your biggest challenges with journey mapping. See you in the next video. Thank you.